Hey there, Alan Matthews here from Classical Guitar Shed, and in this video you will hear two different ways to treat time, and this is slowing down and speeding up in music. It's a really important part of expressive and beautiful playing is how do you slow down, how do you speed up? It's the same way in speech. Sometimes we talk really fast and get really excited, and sometimes something just takes a little bit longer to say. And so how do you know when to do which? And how do you do which or how do you do either so that it's most effective? And so when you get these two different ways and you know when to implement each one, when to use each one, then you will play much more beautifully and you'll miss a lot of the pitfalls that people who don't know this oftentimes make. If you enjoy this, please subscribe to this channel. All right, let's just get right into some music. This is the final ending of the prelude to the first cello suite by J.S. Bach. So what did I just do right there? Well, it started out steady, or it meant to. Steady, then I'm slowing down. And this is called a retard, or ritardando. You just slow down, right? So this is one of the ways. And when we do this, it just slows down, right? And it ends typically in a long note, boom. And this could be at the very end of a piece, most often. It could be in the middle of a piece if it's at a really major section, but we'll talk more about this in just a second. Another way is this is the Capriccio Arabe. So then this is the ending of the section. Sloppy there, but still, it goes through. And so then the difference here is when we're in the middle of a piece, and we're going to take time, or if the melody is wanting to push and pull a little bit to be more expressive, there is a cosmic balance that has to happen. And that means that if we slow down somewhere, we need to speed up somewhere else to make up for it. So in the end, it will take the exact amount of time, down to the millisecond in a perfect universe, as if we just played it right with the metronome. Dun, 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 boom, it takes from here to here to get there. But then if we slow down and then speed up and then slow down again, boom, at the end, it takes the exact amount of time. And as a listener, even an unsophisticated listener like a 4-year-old, we know when it doesn't work out right, typically. So if you hear someone and they slow down too much at the wrong spot, or they slow down too much and don't make the time back up, it feels like the music's dragging. You feel like it's like you've just got your foot in the mud or something. It's like there's something holding you back because we have this pulse. This is the tempo of the piece as I'm playing it right. And so then if we can slow down here, speed up, slow down again, and ideally then we're right back in the same speed as we were, boom, boom, and the speed up and the slow down have all equalized themselves out to where the time stays. So that way you get the expression, right? You get the value of slowing down and speeding up, but it's not a net loss. Oftentimes you see if there are pieces with a lot of like 8-bar phrases with a long note at the end and then a repeat, you'll see people, and please don't do this, slow down at the end of every single one of them. And it's brutal to listen to as an audience member because it's like a balloon they keep letting air out until finally there's just nothing left in there, but they're still just letting air out. And so as you play, be aware of the piece has this many beats in it. And yes, you can slow down. Yes, you can speed up, but we need to make up the time. So knowing which one you're doing, am I just taking time and giving time, right? I call them like internal. The word for slowing down and speeding up is rubato. And so these are two different kinds of it. First, there's just the net loss, like at, or like we're taking time and not giving it up. Like at the end, I'm not gonna make this up. It's at the end of the piece, right? And it might be that I do that in the middle of a piece if it's a brand new section, a big section, and it really makes sense. But if it's just a little spot in between sections or something like that, or within a phrase, then it's almost always a better option to speed up somewhere else. So if you're going to slow down, speed up getting into it. If you're going to speed up, slow down getting into it. Here, Targa actually gives it to us, right? We have first we have a fermata right here, which insinuates that we slow down because we always slow down getting into fermatas. And then we have an accelerando right here, so speed up. And then we have the retard again right there. And so here he says it, slow down, speed up, slow down again. And so the net balance of that ends up being the same as it would be if it was absolutely steady, if we do it right, right? All right, this is two different types of rubato. It's really fun stuff to play with, and it's really fun stuff to listen for in players. If you know about this, then you can see sometimes really great players like, didn't quite make it right there, or you'll hear somebody that you think is like, oh, they're okay, but then you'll hear it some slow down and speed up just expertly performed, and you're just like, that was so satisfying. They're better than I thought they were. So this is something that you can use to make your music fall into the latter category. All right, hope you've enjoyed this. Please subscribe and let me know how it goes. All right, take care. Bye.